this cool looking train. It says 66, so it's probably the British Rail Class 66. We've also got a military base set in the desert, and there's also like loading baggage. So this is a Forrestal class super carrier, but I think they updated the Azuma since last time. There's a lot of cool designs. You can see like the cockpit over here. A really cool, you know, mega build, I must say. And by the way, we're actually getting a new New York City map. There's one combine harvester. I think the NATO name for this is the Foxbat. We're gonna take a look at a lot of aircraft today. What's up, guys? It's Creative Fox, and we're back in Foxshot. This is update number 43 of my realistic creative Minecraft server. So we're gonna check out a couple builds here and stick around to the end of the video if you guys are interested in becoming a builder. Anyways, right now we are in White Storm Master's train yard. This is based on the UK, so if you go right over here, fireworks start, it says based on the Teesside Valley Station in Breon. There's no T for some reason. Breon, trains by Official Copy, cars by Mr. Sweet, and I guess the rest is by White Storm Master, who's actually from Germany. The rest are like South African, and wow, there's actually a lot of stuff. And Mr. Sweet's from the UK, so wow, look at all this. We have like a tugboat, or no, it's not a tugboat. It's some kind of a barge transporting this cargo, maybe like coal, because I see a coal block, and this is by Cobby. And I guess this is like some kind of loading dock area. Got a nice water tower here and a little shed. There's also like some random stuff because this is in free build world, by the way. Storage tank 1 and 2. Got a little warning label there. And then what is this? Some kind of a coal hopper loading mechanism right there. Some buffers. These look pretty modern day. So I guess it takes place in present day. We also have a nice farmland right over here. Got some British police. This is actually red and yellow. Usually I thought it was like blue and yellow, but I guess yellow and red for this one. Got an emergency vehicle here. I wonder if this is by Mr. Sweet. Got a nice grassy field there, and we got the tractor right over here. There's one combine harvester, and then there's like signs for everything here. And then this guy is loading him up into the wagon over there. So that is pretty cool. Nice scenery. Got FedEx. This is probably the British version of the FedEx truck. Because in America, I don't think the FedEx truck looks like that. We have a different design. And what is this guy over here? 1 money, please. Leacock has wares if you have coin. Oh, okay. He set up shop over here, and there's also a train station. Pretty cool. There's also this cool walkway, so you can walk between and look over on to the tracks. And here's what it looks like on the other side. There's also this turntable, which doesn't really go anywhere. It's mainly for just rotating the locomotive. All right, so now we're in Warplanes, and we're going to take a look at Foxtech, or Rosie Fox's planes. And she's been building a lot of these gigantic planes, like the F4 Phantom here. Fox River Air Base, these are all 5:1 scale. It's really huge. Even bigger than the 4:1, so you can take a look at that. And then we have a MiG-25. I think the NATO name for this is the Foxbat, so that's pretty cool. Very nice designs, and here's what it looks like in the back. These afterburners are really huge. You can like fit a whole room inside there. And it's armed with some missiles as well. And even like a little, maybe is that a bomb or is that a fuel tank? I don't know. Anyways, on the other side, we have some passenger aircraft, so some civilian stuff. The Boeing 737-500, another one. So I wonder what is the difference between the two, if they're the same. I don't know. A CRJ-200. There's a lot of liveries as well. What is this? Delta Airlines. I think that might be British Airways, Continental Airlines. Just a lot of variety. I have no idea what that is. This one, maybe it's Southwest, I think. And this one's blank. Maybe they're going to be more painted in the future. What is this? Awa? I don't know what that is. Or is it like an NWA? I don't know what that is. There's just so many planes here, but they are really nicely detailed and really huge. Got a DHL over here, the German delivery plane, and we got FedEx in front of it, so this must be like the cargo section of it, and I guess all you need is like UPS and then you're good. All right, so this is Forest Hills, and this is actually built by a couple people, MCCDD 101 and all these other people. And yeah, they've just been building this place from Queens, New York City. Where I'm from, but I'm not in this area. We have looked at this before, but they have worked on it more since the last time we've seen it. And I don't know, hopefully there's some people who have never seen these builds before, so they can also take a look on what it looks like. It's all brand new to them. Let me know in the comment section if you actually seen this from the last update. But yeah, this part, it all seems new. There's some new city blocks, the rail lines going all the way over here. That's pretty cool. And then here we look on this side. Got a nice street dining, some apartments or condominiums. And on this side, we got some more buildings, nice little bicycle design. Nice townhouse here inside, another one. I guess it's like a restaurant here as well. Yeah, there's just like some storefronts and then some construction areas. And here's what it looks like on the other side. Just a lot of detail, and they're making a whole entire, city over here. So that is pretty cool. And by the way, we're actually getting a new New York City map. I'm getting this guy from Finland to design it, so that's going to be pretty cool. And hopefully we can have all our New York City builds in one map. And we're also getting a new map for the main world to replace it since the old one was flat. We had a newer version of the map where we had New York City and Europe in the same map, but the scale was too small, so I guess it's better to have it like two separate maps. And maybe you'll see that in the next update. But back to Forest Hills, we got some nice roadways going around here. It's going to be a busy area. Got a New York City sanitation dump truck, very iconic build. And also the FDNY, don't forget about that. Fire Department of New York City. And then we have another engine over there. This is actually the New York City taxi. They have some green caps for the outer boroughs, and there's even some more. I guess it's like a taxi stand area. And there's also maybe there's gonna be a New York City subway station right here, because I see the entrance there. And there's also accessible elevator, and since we're gonna have a new map, maybe it's actually gonna be like connecting to stuff. That would be really cool. All right, so we're in the train world, and we're gonna take a look at Fox's trains. The 2X is not me, totally someone else from the UK. We got this cool looking train. It says 66, so it's probably the British Rail Class 66. It looks really cool, nicely detailed. You can take a look at it from the side and the top. And even the bottom, look at all that detail. On the other side, we have a couple of these trains. We may have seen them before, I feel like I did. But I think they updated the Azuma since last time, just to make it look a little better. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. A lot of buttons here on the sides. A lot of roof detail. Oh wow, this is actually a really wide segment. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that wide, but it is a fairly cool build. And on the other track, we've got this 08 shunter, very iconic British train. And then this one here, this is the class number 50, very cool. And in front of it, we have this gray one, and that is a class 68. So this is Martech's airport, and he is a guy from the Netherlands. He's making an airport. There's a lot of signs over here. But the actual airport is much bigger, and you'll see it right over here. We have a lot of these, I don't even know what to call them, maybe tractors. We got the bus over here. A lot of things are blue in this map. And since he's from the Netherlands, this is KLM, the Royal Dutch airline. And there's also like loading baggage. It's actually a really cool design. It's like like a conveyor belt or something. There's also these trains over here with luggage. Okay, there's actually two trains. And then further down in the apron, we have a couple more planes. This is like a totally different livery. It's like green or something. I have no idea what airline is that. It's like I can't even read it. Maybe Tunisia? I don't know. I like the design of like the lamps as well, having lighting. That always make things more realistic. Got a fuel tanker here. So it's like an airport tanker. And it's like linking up directly to like the wings. So I guess, do they store the fuel in the wings? I don't know. I feel like maybe, yeah, they probably do. We got like a scissor lift right here. Just he has like a ton of like designs, actually way developed than the last time I've seen this. Airports are just like so massive builds, so props to him for actually building all of this. It's really hard to finish an airport. I don't think we have like 100% complete airport, but this looks pretty nice. And I don't recognize this airline, but cool design. So Martech is also making a military base and all these large military builds over here, so we'll take a look at that. So I hope he's the person who's been building this, because the rest of these stuff are by Martech. I'm not sure if this is. So here we have the F-15. There's a lot of cool designs. You can see like the cockpit over here. A lot of controls, very nicely detailed, and got a lot of armaments here on the side as well. Nice little logo. Got a drop tank right there. There's even some more missiles in the back. Look at the afterburners here. It's a really cool, mega build, I must say. And then right over here, we got the A-10 Thunderbolt 2 Warhog. It's basically a flying gun. The whole aircraft is based on like a large Gatling gun in the front. Right there. We also got, the shark. Very cool design. Got armaments here on the sides as well. So it's like mainly used for attacking. And there's like 3 of them. I guess one version is like blacked out, the other's like clear window, and the other one is like open cockpit. We have the F16 Fighting Falcon, 3 variants of it. Really cool. All these builds are really cool and like really well detailed, I think. Here's a look at the back. We got some nice tail detail. And then we'll take a look inside the cockpit. Very nice. Then over here we have the M1A2 Abrams tank, but this looks like it's an upgraded version, maybe like the M1A2C. It looks like an upgrade Abrams tank, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And then right over here we have some Navy ships. So he got the Littoral Combat Ship, the USS Freedom class, and then we have a nice oiler refueler here. This thing has a tutorial on Minecraft Military Force. And then we have a Ticonderoga class cruiser. Very nice American design. Even got a Seahawk flying right there in the back, landing. Because this can carry Seahawks in the back hangar there. There's also some nice harpoon missiles there. And now let's go check out the actual base. There's a lot of these military trucks right over here. A lot of different designs. I wonder if this is like sort of his building area. Or yeah, I guess he just wanted to park them there. Just like that, because I don't see any lines. Here are some real parking lots, and what are these? These kind of look like maybe like some kind of Jeep. These shelters right over here. A couple garages right there. I wonder if there's anything inside these. Nope. And for the rest of the base, we've got some, military. What is this, like the Puma? Yeah, it does look like the Puma. So I guess it's European, it's like Dutch or German, or maybe the mixture. And we got a Boxer right over here. And let's see what else. There's also like a cool little gate here. Some more military trucks. This time they're on a diagonal. Nice little forest, and the road kind of goes around it. All right, so welcome to Warplanes. We're going to take a look at a lot of aircraft today. This section is actually by Mrs. Sweet and the Dill, so they kind of share a section. And the other side's by Martech, so we'll take a look at both sides. So let's go right over here for the civilian area. We got the Thames Valley Air Ambulance Eurocopter 135. This is by the Dills. And yeah, we're just going to go along because there's just too many signs. Look at all these aircraft. There's a lot of cool designs. ANA, JAL, etc. KLM right over there. The Dills is actually from Japan, but he lives in the UK, so I guess that's why he has some Japanese stuff as well as British. And then the other side over here, we have some combat aircraft. So what is this, like the Euro Typhoon? This is for the Royal Air Force by Mr. Sweet. Yep, it's a Euro Gigatiter Typhoon. I think he spelled that wrong. And we got a Puma. This is by the Dills. So, Black Hawk helicopter, a lot of aircraft, Jayhawk, which is like the Coast Guard version. Even got like, what is this, Air Force one or Marine one? Yeah, it's called the White Hawk apparently. Okay, I got it totally wrong. Doesn't this look like the helicopter to like carry the president or something? And then we have a couple of Royal Air Force Chinooks. Okay, I looked it up and it is called the Marine one. That's just another name for it, the White Hawk. I didn't know that. All right, then we have some trainer aircraft. So we have the Royal Red Arrows right here. They're like an acrobatic team. I've actually seen them in real life. A couple of these helicopters. These are looking really small looking planes. Then we have the Base Systems 146-200 QC. Oh, I think I seen a picture of this, but I didn't really believe it exists. Doesn't it look like a tiny C-17? Anyways, on the other side, this is Martech's area. He has a ton of firefighting equipment here. For Martech's area in Warplanes, we're going to take a look at the Boeing 777 777 All these planes are white. They're all the same, aren't they? I guess he hasn't added liveries yet. We have the Boeing 737 MAX 7. We have the Boeing 737 MAX 7. The Airbus 330. Very cool. Just a lot of planes. We'll go over them really quick. They're all white though. But if you're into planes, let me know in the comment section below if you guys know what these planes are. And I believe this is like the E3 Sentry, which is derived from the Boeing 707. And then right up here, got the Jumbo Jet, the 747. Really iconic plane for this one. Some more Airbus planes and Boeing. Yeah, there's just a lot of variety of planes, but I'm not really a super airplane enthusiast, so I can't really tell the difference between all the different types. The MD-11 right here, McDonnell Douglas. This is really cool. The Airbus A3, is that the 80? I'm not sure, let me check. Yeah, 380, and this is the 800, a really large plane, but it's actually quite common, I think. And then we have the C-130 Hercules, and then we have a couple more planes right there. We got all Nippon Airways there and a FedEx plane as well. We've also got a military base set in the desert on the new map. This is by Martech NL. So here is the front checkpoint. Sorry about that thing. He has like a giant flying thing. It's casting a large shadow. A lot of Humvee variants over here. Random oil pump. I think he said this wasn't actually supposed to be there, so I don't know. He might move it later. Got a lot of MRAPs here. A lot of these shipping containers, strikers with the big guns, so it must be like the MGS. And we got some Humvee ambulances, as well as the Oshkosh Hemet fuel tankers, the M977, I think, or 78. Yeah, it's probably the 78. Got the little birds here. Just a lot of aircraft, and we got the blast shields between them so they can be better protected. Even got some AH-64 Apache attack helicopter. The Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey. It's a tilt rotor aircraft, a really cool plane, or a helicopter. I guess it's mostly a plane though. And then we have some barracks over here. They also got air conditioning because it's so hot here in the desert. Some more utility military trucks. And we got some Hemets right there. There's also these gaps in the walls, so they have a sort of encampment here with the machine gun. They could fire out right there. Maybe the enemy, they'll probably come over the hills and they could do a little ambush. But they do have a little watchtower right there. And then like this is like the medical tent. Can you guys guess what this is supposed to be? If you guessed an aircraft carrier, you are correct, and it's so huge, it's really hard to like render all of it, but its number is 61. It's a really large build by Zytrix, and I'm going to turn on night vision so you guys can kind of see. You know, this is just a really enormous build. Of course, it's not 1.5 to 1 scale. This is like a scale larger than that. Got the anchor there. Sorry, it's like dark over here, but if I turn on night vision, it kind of looks bad, but you can kind of see the shape. On the side, I guess these are like anti-aircraft missiles, perhaps. And here we have the control tower, the island, and it's number 61. So this is a Forrestal class supercarrier. It's the Uss Ranger. And it was serving mainly during the Vietnam War, so it's kind of like an older aircraft carrier. No longer active duty today. In fact, it got scrapped a couple of years ago, so it doesn't even exist anymore. But it does exist in Minecraft at least. Let's take a look at the interior hangar bay. Here, I'll turn off my shaders so you guys can see it better. I'm actually surprised that there is an interior, but yeah, it looks you know, fairly accurate. Got like a walkway there. It's what I would expect to be inside of an aircraft carrier. And then here are the elevators on the sides. Yeah, especially if you turn off shaders, everything looks a lot better with night vision on. Here's what it looks like at the front. The bow, it's pretty blunt on this end. I guess that's just how the ship was designed. And on the side, there's a bunch of decks. And throughout the ship, there's actually like this detail. I guess it's like rusting, which you'll find a lot of Navy ships that happens to them when they're out in sea. They just start rusting everywhere. It's really hard to prevent that. Even like the newest ship, they're going to be rusting. Anyways, I'll turn back on the shaders and we got the Suez cannon. I guess he's using a texture pack because this is like purple. And then in the rear, we have another 2 decks. Right there, a little ladder, I think. At least that's what I think it is. Ladder? I don't know. And then the bottom side, we got some nice propellers. Really cool design. And then here's what it looks like on the other side. There's a nice crane over here. I'm not sure what these things are. Maybe like some kind of, they feel like radar or something. Anyways, on the top deck, these are actually really cool inside these giant holes. But on the top deck, there's a lot of detail here as well. Not sure if like these are vents or not. But here we have the place where the planes, they come in for a landing. So I guess this is what it look like. And I believe that right here is a mechanism to help pilots when they're landing, just to line things up. And then they go down here. There's like a bunch of skid marks to show like how many planes were landing in the same area. So right here. And then this is where they attach to those lines, these cables, which can be quite deadly. And here's what it looks like on the surface of the deck. I guess like a helicopter could land here with like a circle. And here's what it looks like in the front. Sorry it's so big, we can't see the whole ship at the same time though. And we're back in Spicy Trains area in Warp Trains. We have visited this place like, I feel like a dozen times on Foxshot Server updates, but he has some new ones and he labeled them in lime. So you see whatever the lime ones are, those are the new ones. So here, I guess these are like some new EMG locomotives, GE, General Electric. He's using those invisible item frames. So I guess it's like a Gevo here, probably a EMD SD70 ACE, maybe an SD70 Mac. And what could this be? A dash 8 or 9? Yeah, this one's a dash 9. And it looks like he's working on that. Got an SD40, and this one with a high hood. Alright, and then for the rest of the new trains, we've got a Norfolk and Western Y6B. It's a 2882. Very large locomotives. Yeah, I'm just gonna go fly over them. He's using nether brick for these trains. Yeah, this is probably like the UP844. Very cool. And then we have this large one right here. It's a Yellowstone 2884. Very large locomotive, DMIR. Look at that. And then the back here we have a CNO J3A 614. And what could this be? Union Pacific CSA1. I've never heard of that one, so that is the new one. Just how many trains does Union Pacific have? I have no idea. So this is Mr. Sweet's car area in Warp Car. So let's go check out what he has. We got the Land Rover Defender here. Really cool. The Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. The Ford Ranger. Just a lot of different trucks. So if you're a car enthusiast, you might be able to recognize some of these designs. It's actually quite hard to make, cars look good in 1.5:1 scale, so props to him. Porsche 718 here, Cayman. We got the Alfa Romeo F1 team. So a bunch of F1 sports cars. The Porsche 917 right here. Then we got some delivery vehicles like the Royal Mail, FedEx, and whatever this one is, a Ford Transit Enterprise, rent a car, or rather rent a van. Then back over here we have some motorcycles. The Yamaha YZF R1M, the Triumph Speed Triple, yeah, a lot of motorcycles, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Honda. I didn't realize there were so many Japanese motorcycles. Aprilia, I never heard of these ones though. Oh, BMW, I didn't even know BMW made a motorcycle. And we got a Thames travel bus, it's a Scania. Alright, here, Stagecoach, Old Livery, Alexander Dennis. I feel like that is a brand name as well. Yeah, just a lot of double-decker buses. And then back over here, I guess it's like a motorboat. And a tow track launch and recovery system. Logic, I've never heard of that. But yeah, if you guys are interested in coming on the server or becoming a builder for yourself, our IP address is just craftyfox.com. We're on Java Edition. And if you're on Bedrock, check out Foxyard instead. That is on my second channel. So if you want to become a builder, when you log in, you just read all these. Sorry, the shaders make these really warped, but that basically tells you what to do. And that is basically building a house based on a reference picture on our Discord server. And you have to make it as accurate as possible. And if you pass, you become a builder. If you fail, well, you guys can read the feedback you receive from the moderator. And they'll tell you what to improve on these judging boards that's going to be in front of your plot. And if you guys want an example to what houses should look like, we have these example houses for the scale right at the spawn area. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Foxshot server update. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button down below and comment to help boost the algorithm. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.